crochet tutorial. For this tutorial, we're just going to be making a very simple, very experimental summer top, incorporating the Jasmine stitch that we did in the previous tutorial. So yeah, that's what we're going to be making. Not much to say about this one. It's very, very simple, not much yarn involved, hopefully. Although I don't think there will be. There is only going to be one strip of the Jasmine stitch running through just beneath the bust area, and then, yeah, you'll see as we go along. Plus, you'll already have seen pictures. Alright, so to do this, I bought this yarn. So it's Valeria. It's a cotton blend. So there's never a ply on the label, but it's recommending that I use a 3.5 to a 4mm hook. So I'm using my 3.5mm hook for that. Also it's 50 grams at 125 meters or 137 yards. Yeah, so that's what that is. So yeah, if we've been practicing the Jasmine stitch, this should be a very, very simple top to make. It won't take much time, which is good too, so we'll be wearing it in no time. I've got some really exciting things coming up, so if you haven't subscribed but you would like to subscribe to join me for some more tutorials, that would be great. I have plenty of things coming on the way. I have a Halloween costume that I'm going to be working on very soon, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. And some other things coming up. I've been working on my resin crochet hooks, so I'm looking forward to sharing those probably in another tutorial, something like that. Yeah, early stages of those, very early stages. I'm still working on getting the balance of the resin and the hardener, whatever it is, those, you know, those two chemicals you mix together to make the resin. Still working on getting that balance just right, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so yes, if you like this video, please give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't already to join me for some more tutorials. A big thank you to my patrons. Thank you very much for supporting me and believing me. Let's just get straight into making this top. Okay, now I'm just going to quickly show you the label. So this is what we're working with. It's called Valeria, 75% cotton, 25% linen, and measurements and specifications. So that's what we're working with. Just want to quickly show you that. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to put this skein aside for the moment. No, we're going to put this skein aside for the moment, and we're going to find the end of our yarn, and we're going to make a slip knot. So to do that, you wrap the yarn around your fingers like so and pull the end through. Adjust the knot to your hook and pull tight. Now what you want to do at this point, you want to chain a length that is going to wrap around your torso just beneath the bust area. So the widest part of your torso, you're going to want to chain that length. So for me it's going to be 120 chains and chain stitch, which is yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So that's chain stitch. So yeah, just measure it as you go, see what fits. So for me it's going to be 120. I'll meet back up with you at that stage and we'll talk about where to go from there. Alright, now that I've chained my length of 120, I'm going to work my way back down to the beginning of that chain, being careful not to get it twisted, because if you get it twisted, things can get annoying. So we are working our way back down to the beginning, and here we are at the beginning. Now what we're going to do is just slip stitch into the first chain. So where are we? First chain, which is that one just there. Oh, it's a little one. Alright. Slip stitch. There we go. Just like that. And there we go. There we have our slip stitch. And we have a really big chain circle. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to chain up 2 from here, so chain 2, and we're going to put in our 120 double crochets into all those chains around till the end. So we're going to work a double crochet into that chain that you put a slip stitch into, so beneath, next to that chain of 2. So yarn for a double crochet, that is yarn over, insert hook into the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So that's 1 double crochet. So I'm going to be working 120 double crochets into the chain all the way around till the end. We'll meet back up at the end and I will show you where to go from there. So just once again, that's yarn over, insert hook into the chain, then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So working your double crochets into all the chains around, meet back up with you soon. Alright, now that I've reached the end of the round, I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2 from the beginning. So there is that chain 2 just there. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 2, just like that, to close the round. There we go, so round 1. Now from here we're going to chain up 2, so 1, 2, and we're going to turn the work. And the reason I do this is because it stops the seam from drifting to the side, and I don't know, I enjoy doing it from time to time. Alright, so what we do now is we're going to put double crochets back in the other direction till the end of the round again, but just so you know, from here you don't put your first double crochet into that stitch right below the chain 2. You're going to put your first double crochet into the next one along, so not that one, but the next one along, double crochet, working double crochets around, because you're going to put your final stitch into the slip stitch. So your final stitch will be that one just there, so right at the end. So do that all the way around. Then you're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2 again, chain up another 2, turn the work, and double crochets back in the other direction again. And you're going to do this 3 times. So we're going to have 3 complete rows of uninterrupted double crochet rounds. Well, rows, rounds. Yeah, so we're going to do 3 of those. We'll meet back up once we've done our 3 rounds, and I'll tell you what we're going to do after that. Okay, so I finished my 3 rounds, and that's what that's going to look like at this point. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make the 1 armhole. So to do that, and because we're going to make sure our stitch count divides into thirds, so for me there's going to be 3 lots of 40, which means at this stage I'm going to chain up 2, I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to put 40 double crochets into the next 40 stitches along, so 40 double crochets. Right, so now that I've put in my 40 double crochets along, I'm going to chain 40 and skip the next 40 stitches. So we'll chain 40, so 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 40. Okay, so there is that chain of 40. So just there like that. Now I've skipped 40 stitches along, and I'm going to put a double crochet straight from that chain. Hang on, let me focus. There we go. So straight from that chain, I'm going to be putting a double crochet into the 41st stitch along. So skipping 40 stitches into the stitch after that, double crochet straight from that chain. Just like that. And you're going to be putting a double crochet into the remaining 39 stitches. So from there should be 39. Also, yeah, obviously your stitch count will be different, so whatever thirds you're working with. So if you're chaining, I don't know, maybe 30 chains, or 30, 30, 30, just work with whatever thirds you've got. So for me it's 40, 40, 40. Alright, just wanted to say that. Okay, so I'm going to finish up my stitches till the end of the round. We'll meet back up and I'll tell you where to go from there. Okay, so once again, I'm at the end of the round, and that'll be round 4. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chain up 2 once again. We're going to turn the work, and we're going to put in 40 double crochets up until the chain. So I'll meet back up with you at the chain. Okay, so here I am at that chain. So from here I'm going to be putting 40 double crochets across that chain of 40. So that's going to be pretty straightforward. I don't think I need to really run through that with you. That's a little tight just there though. Oh no, there we go. So there's first double crochet into that chain. So yeah, just work your stitches across that chain till you get to the stitches at the other end. Then you're going to work the remaining stitches till the end of the round. You're going to close the round, and then from there you're going to chain up 2, turn the work, and do double crochets back in the other direction. And you're going to continue rounds until you have reached a length that goes past your bust. So that's what we're going to be doing. And then once we have reached the stage where it is long enough to go past the bust area, we're going to be putting in our Jasmine strip. So that's what we're going to be doing after that. I will meet back up with you at that stage when we're ready to do that, and we'll go through it together. Alright, see you soon.